Good morning. Today I would like to speak about the split that is taking place in the elite of the rulers of Saudi Arabia. That split actually took place also in Egypt when the Muslim Brotherhood took the government from President Mubarak, and they were trying to bring Egypt to the Middle Ages, or rather to the Stone Age. And thank God that the people and also the army stood up and prevented that. Of course, Egypt's situation is very difficult now, but it's far better than if that Muslim Brotherhood were in charge. The split normally, this happened in America, it happened in Egypt, and now it is happening in Saudi Arabia. The king of Saudi Arabia now, he knows that the situation of this country and the future is very bleak. So what he did, he is opening the door a little bit, starting by allowing women to drive. It's not a big step, but it's a step. He canceled that it's a type of police that will walk on the street and make sure that women are completely covered, and if they are not, they will whip them, hit them with a stick or something to that effect. He got rid of this police, and he's doing. There are changes happening in Saudi Arabia now, positive changes. And to be able to really succeed in what he is supposed to do, because I'm sure he's a smart man and his son is a very smart man, well-educated man, he had to get rid of the deep state, and he had to arrest all these elite first so that he can move freely, otherwise they will kill him. Now still it is very dangerous for him and his son. They can still kill him, but at least the main guys, one of them is a very, very wealthy man. He's like compared to George Soros in the United States. He's in jail now. So now he's aware. He's aware that these guys, if he wants to make any changes, he has to get rid of these guys first. I hope Trump can do the same. But in America, the law is different. But basically, if you can control these guys, the deep state, the change is very easy to be done. It can be easily done. So Saudi Arabia now is or all the Muslim countries are at crossroads. But Saudi Arabia, because it's the center of Islam, it is very crucial. And there is a tsunami hitting this area now. And the king and his son seem to be aware of that coming tsunami. And they are starting to do some changes. They are also actually limiting the fatwa, which is any person who studied some religious teaching can give opinion about how, if a person comes to one of these religious leaders and tell him, my neighbor became Christian, he was Muslim, he became Christian, the religious leader can tell him, okay, you can kill him. you can kill him or her, because that's what religion says, what Islam says. So the king and his son now, they stop that. Only certain people can give fatwa. Only certain religious leaders who are trusted by the king. Anyway, it's wrong, but at least for now, it's acceptable. So, would Saudi Arabia and the Muslim countries survive this coming tsunami that is starting? If we look at what happened in the 90s with the downfall of the Soviet Union, it really didn't take much. Once they started that perestroika and the opening to the West and to freedom, the Soviet Union collapsed in few days. Germany, East and West Germany, the wall that separated came down in one night. Why? Because the ideology that they were standing on, it was false. And you can't stand on a false ideology forever. It's not that I'm trying to offend anybody, but actually Islam is a false ideology. It's forcing people to follow. And if you don't follow, you are to be killed. That's false ideology. And it came, the end has come. It is either they open up, and already they are opening up, but I am expecting that what happened in the 90s in the Soviet Union, that small opening, the door will be pushed to be open, wide open. And at this time, we will see. We will see. But my opinion, it's actually the end of Islam. I'm not saying that to upset anybody. And it might seem like Islam is so big and they have a lot of money and the petrol money, all that can disappear in minutes. If there is no right foundation, that can disappear so fast. You can't fool people forever. That's it. Thank you very much. Your comments are appreciated. Your suggestion, thank you very much. Have a good day.